Union Budget 14 is presented by Finance Minister Mr. Jetli, and with the perspective of MSME, there are significant forward-looking changes which has been mooted, and in my opinion, some of them are path-breaking. The biggest one is allocation of 10,000 crore towards venture fund or towards equity for MSME. The modalities of detailed modalities of which yet to be worked out, but looks like he is trying to address the MSME problem from start till end. From start, he has allocated funds, he has committed policies for new entrepreneurs by developing skill. New development skill has been launched, and within 3 months' time, Minister has committed that they will come out with the appropriate guideline that how it will help at district level incubation of entrepreneurs, post which the skill development will take place, the government will assist, the funds have been allocated, a scheme will be worked out, and detail will be given to all of us. After that, the Finance Minister has committed 10,000 crore rupee towards development of SME, particularly when the SMEs are finding it very difficult to raise equity. The government is ready to help by way of funding directly, or by giving equity share, or by giving risk capital, or maybe in the form of quasi equity. We'll have to see how it will work, but it is a significant step towards development of capital formation, which is very difficult till now for MSME. Post which, like for MSME, as of now, we have approximately 2.8 crore SMEs in India. By and for some time, we have been thinking that this definition is now old, and this benefit of SME should be extended to the corporate in line with inflation which has taken place in last 6 years. The definition of present MSME Act was given in 2006. Since then, a significant inflation and other changes has brought down the value of the money, and therefore the Finance Minister has rightly committed that he will review the definition of MSME from presently, which is around up to 5 crore rupee. We expect that capital requirement for MSME may be raised to 10 crore rupee, and for medium enterprises it may be raised to 20 crore rupee. In my opinion, that will be a very significant change, because as of now, these 2.8 crore units which are being covered may become another 30-40 lakhs units might be added, and they may be in a position to get advantage which are presently being extended to MSME units across India, including they may be in a position to get benefit from banking system. Formal finance which is available to MSME will also be extended to them. Apart from this, Finance Minister has also come out with the commitment that GST debate is now over. GST is likely to come, and he will launch GST with the suitable changes, suggestions in a short time. Though the timeline has not been committed, but the GST will help significantly, because presently there is a complex web of taxes in the form of VAT, in the form of excise, in the form of service tax, and these are different from state to state. If the GST will come, it will help mainly MSME, because they are the people who are finding it difficult to understand. A large corporate can afford to understand complex taxation, but for MSME it will be very easy to understand one single act which is applicable across all the states. Apart from this, Finance Minister has also committed that taxation authority will be more friendly towards industry and particularly towards MSME. They will not be looking into retrospective changes. They will be henceforth try to do only changes which are likely to have a futuristic effect. So this is also a very positive commitment from Finance Minister who is thinking about MSME. In addition to that, we have seen some additional changes for the companies which are already there in the business. Apart from taxation, he has also given advantage in terms of bankruptcy law, in terms of labor law. Bankruptcy, he is giving he has committed to come out with a suitable bankruptcy law for specifically for MSME. He is also committed that 6 new textile hubs will be created across India for development of MSME sector, for development of textile sector, which is the backbone of industry for in our country. Presently, textile is contributing significant portion of our MSME sector, and if these six new clusters will become operational, to that extent, he is addressing the requirement of new textile hubs like Surat and Bareilly and Varanasi, those kind of locations which are now emerging as textile hubs. Apart from this, Finance Minister has also said that he will set up one committee which consists of representative from Reserve Bank of India as well as Ministry of Finance and Ministry of SME to look into the difficulties faced by MSME on a day-to-day basis and to submit their recommendations to resolve them within a time frame which is 3 months. So I think this is a positive step, taking into account the fact that ministry is concerned about MSME and they would like to understand the difficulties faced by MSME sector as a whole. In addition to this, MSME will get spin-off advantage. MSME will get chain advantage from the outlay which has been set aside for port, for roads, for highways and for airports. There is a large amount of outlay has been set aside for development of these infrastructure. The advantage directly will accrue to MSME, as well as the indirect advantage is that the order which is going to come for steel, for cement and for logistics will ultimately benefit MSME as well. In addition to this, Finance Minister is also encouraging software professionals in India, because India has a strong presence in this sector. He has committed that he will do certain specific developmental work to encourage the software professionals, and will have some smart cities. Particularly, he has given out some corpus also for development of smart city in 6 to 8 places, which will address to the requirement of these professionals. Thank you.